Is your insufficient sleep causing you to gain weight? We hear so much about the importance of sleep these days, and for good reason. Not too long ago, the American Heart Association added lack of sleep as an independent risk factor for heart disease. Not sleeping well also increases our chance of diabetes, and those two things affect our longevity. It can also be associated with Alzheimer's disease because not sleeping enough won't give our bodies enough time to regenerate those brain cells. And sleeping well will improve our immune function. So if holding on to fat wasn't reason enough, now I've given you a whole bunch of other reasons to make sure you are getting good quality sleep. Welcome to Boom 50 Fitness. My name's Regan, and this is your channel for all things health and fitness in your 50s and beyond. If you've been on this channel, you know that I have been doing this for a long time. My degree's in exercise physiology, and I've been training since my 20s. And in my 20s, 30s, and even into my 40s, talking about sleep was just not something I did with my clients. But now that we know that sleep is just, if not more, important than fitness and nutrition, we talk about it all the time. In fact, I mentioned that I got an Oura ring not too long ago, and more than half my clients now have Oura rings, along with a whole bunch of my friends. So yeah, we talk about sleep, and it is a question that I ask my clients almost every single time we work together. So there are different types of tracking devices out there that will track your sleep. I'm recommending the Oura Ring, and I will link that down below. This video is not sponsored by Oura Ring. And there are actually other ways to track your sleep. I'm just telling you the way that I like to do it. And if you're not tracking your sleep, I think you should start now. Especially if you think you're doing everything right, but you're not hitting your weight loss goals. So today I'm going to start with talking about the 3 different stages of sleep, and then after that I will talk about why your body might be holding on to fat because of insufficient sleep. So all of us might lay down and be in bed for 8 hours, but it's what happens during those 8 hours that's really critical. So the 3 stages of sleep are light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep, rapid eye movement. But I guess most people call it REM sleep, but I am a teenager of the 80s, and y'all out there watching this video probably remember the band REM. So let's talk about how much time we want to spend in each of those stages of sleep and how to improve it. Because I bet a lot of you out there would love to wake up feeling more refreshed and knowing that you got all the benefits of a great night's sleep. Okay, so let's talk about what happens in each of those stages of sleep. Light sleep, I think, speaks for itself. So that is the very early stages of sleep, the time when you can be woken back up really easily. And we actually spend a great majority of the night in light sleep. Shortly after that, we drop into REM sleep, which is the rapid eye movement stage. And ideally, you want to be in this stage for 1 to 3 hours. So it's a pretty cool phenomenon what happens during rapid eye movement sleep. And if you have a dog out there, you've probably seen this where and I know Fiona's right behind me wearing her cone and she's snoring, but you know, your dogs sometimes will start to run in their sleep, and if you look at their eyes, sometimes her eyes are slightly open, and you'll see the movement of those eyes going really quick. So with a dog, it's really easy to spot when they're in REM sleep. And REM sleep usually comes down to about 10 to 30% of our sleep a night. And it's during REM sleep where we're actually processing emotions. It's a very creative stage of sleep. So improved REM sleep will help with creativity, memory, and problem solving. It's a way we process emotional material and keep our brains healthy for the following day. So it really is critical to get enough REM sleep. And then later on in the night following REM sleep, we'll fall into deep sleep. Now, deep sleep for most people is only about an hour or two a night. So it makes up about 10 to 30% of our sleep. But this is the critical restorative time for our brain and our muscles. So in deep sleep, our brain's restoring all the cells that were damaged the previous day, and our muscles are doing the same thing. It's when our heart rate drops to its slowest rate, and also our blood pressure goes down. And all our energy is focused on restoration. Hello, New York City. So even though it's only 1 to 2 hours on average, deep sleep is just really, really critical. And then the rest of the night is light sleep. And what our bodies do is cycle through all these stages throughout the night. And it could be anywhere from 3 to 5 cycles throughout the night. Light, REM, deep. Light, REM, deep. And you see how that goes. And that is what is healthy and allows us to wake up feeling restored. So you really need to make sure you take the time to do it and really prioritize getting a great night's sleep. Now let's talk about why you may be gaining weight or just unable to lose that body fat due to bad quality sleep. One of the main things you can do is make sure you're not eating too late at night. In fact, you should be giving your body a minimum of 2 hours of no eating before you hit the sack. Here's what happens if you eat within that window before going to sleep, especially sugary foods. Our body is going to be deviating its energy into metabolizing the food. And that means that our cortisol is going to remain high, our blood sugar is going to remain high, and we're actually not going to fall into that deep restorative sleep. So what will happen when your blood sugar finally drops is you're going to wake up. And when you wake up, it's going to be very, very early in the morning. And the same goes for alcohol. Make sure you have your last sip of alcohol at least 2 hours before going to bed. And remember when you were younger, if you did drink alcohol, like in college, I could drink alcohol and go to sleep and sleep straight through for 10 hours. But as most of us know by now, as we get older, our relationship with alcohol completely changes. Alcohol really is very disruptive to sleep. Now, just this past Saturday, I went out and I had 2 cocktails and ate a little bit later. I did have to walk home, and then by the time I got home, I walked the dog, and I gave myself at least 2 hours before I went to bed, but it still affected my score. I am used to scoring really, really high on my Oura Ring in the 90s, and on this night, I scored in the 80s. And I still gave myself the 2 hours before going to bed. I had my last drink and I had my last bite of food at least 2 hours before. And it still, affected my sleep. Oh, and that was the night for the first time I didn't get at least an hour, a full hour of deep sleep. I think I hit like 53 minutes. So if you have one of these rings, you will definitely see the correlation between a night that you drink or eat late and the nights when you don't. So those are the main things that are going to affect whether your body is going to hold on to fat or not. So let's just talk about cortisol a little bit more so we can hammer this home. Cortisol, as most of you know, is considered the stress hormone. Generally, it's very low during the night when we're calm and resting and sleeping. It comes up as we start to wake up, and then it's higher during the day. And then it comes down again at night. Unless you're going to bed with high blood sugar, alcohol, high stress levels, cortisol will remain high. So not only will it not allow us to get into that deep restorative sleep, but it's also going to make your body hold on to fat. And this is why cortisol elevation is related to weight gain. And there is a direct correlation between how much time we spend sleeping, and how we burn fat. So not only will sleeping better and more efficiently help lower our cortisol, but it will help us metabolize fat. So there are just so many reasons to make the effort to sleep better. I love this topic so much, and I am addicted to my sleep, and it takes top priority in my life. And I want it to take top priority in your life as well. I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, leave me a comment down below, and let me know, do you have an Oura ring? Are you thinking about getting an Oura ring? How do you track your sleep? Are you making sleep a priority? I want to know. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name's Regan. This is Boom 50 Fitness, your new BFF. I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye. And thank you so much for all Fiona's well wishes. She's doing great, still has the cone on. If all looks good, she'll be getting it off this week. And I don't know if you hear that snoring, but it's pretty loud. And she has her eyes open, so I think she's going into REM sleep or REM sleep right now.